was just trying to pick up toys. I was hurt.
Correct.
I had my head here. I want to press charges.
She's not the one that struck you. She's not the one that struck you. Let's watch the video. So I want to see what you want to have done.
Okay, I want that person put in troubles.
The bikini's gonna get punched in the face by the guy in the black tank top.
I watched you two fighting over you guys picking up.
I was just picking up toys. What headspace do you need to pick up toys? All I was doing is trying to pick up toys.
Mommy,
Get behind that wheel.
This is
my listen. I'm gonna tell. Let me tell. Hold on. Time out.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the other officer. Listen. Be quiet. If she yell again, if we got people, I'm gonna take her to jail.
I was so close. If it weren't for you.
Listen, my patience is done with you. That officer tried to explain to you what was going on. You don't want to listen.
Oh, goody! Yay! What?
Ma'am, stop.
Oh, man, suck yourself.
Grab my adult female under arrest.
Let's see if I can get my shit together here. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so per usual, not up on my YouTube studies, I discovered that I can't do a members only stream without setting it up through YouTube. And they said it'd take 24 hours. I don't know, some crap like that. So what the hell? We'll just go live and see what happens. Alrighty. Sue Bear. Hey, MSG. Linda, Diamond Dave. Good Lord. There are a few people in here. I really didn't think anybody would show up, to be honest with you. Greg, what's going on? Puffy, Mummy, and Rodent. No, these gotta be gotta be some of the most creative names. Rodent. I don't even know if I can. Let me put my glasses on, make sure I got this right. Noah's name. I like Puppy Mummy. That's good. Damn glasses under my headphones here. How's everybody? So my sidekick and good friend is not feeling real well. He's dealing with, hey Gerhardt, he's dealing with some medical issues, which he's been dealing with for quite a while, and hopefully it's going to get rectified soon. And I'll let him discuss that when he feels the need to do so. But DP, if you're out there and you're feeling up to it, you know where we're at. It's been pretty quiet for him all day. Hopefully he's resting and getting rest. So it was a year ago today. I did my first live stream. And a few of you, hey, Rajara, a few of you that were around back then recall that I was doing live streams with, what's his name? Takedown Frauders Exposed, I think is what, Takedown Frauders Exposed. And at that particular day, his channel had been taken down. So I had purchased the StreamYard Premium that day, I think, or the day before or whatever, and went in cold feet. Just had no idea what I was doing, and it was laughable, to say the least. Bumbling my way through it, but did get through it, and I found out just how much I like doing live streams. Matter of fact, I would probably do more of them just for the hell of it. And I want to figure this members only thing out, because I really do think it would be fun to do a video together and get input from the chat, and then I can edit it into the video and then post it on the channel. Yeah, thanks, Rajara. I actually went March 5th think I started the channel the first week of March, if I'm not mistaken. So a little over a year ago. But the live stream all started. It took me from March to May to get the, I think it was 1,000 subs. You have to get 1,000 subs, I think, before you can go live. And now look at there. There's somebody here named T-Bone. I wonder if that's somebody mocking me. That's my master account. The one that owns this account. Let's see. I wonder, I don't even know if I have it here. Let's turn the music off. Let's get the clips turned off. And yeah, I don't guess I have it. I thought I had it here. I guess I don't. I could have sworn I had that other profile. Oh yeah, no, I do. Here's where it's at. It'll come up on my avatar. For those of you that have known me for a long time and know who I am, there's my original T-Bone avatar. So we welcome you, T-Bone. Okay. Catwo. Thank you. Is it Catwoo or Catwo? Catwoo? Catwoo. Catwoo sounds better than Catwo. Catwoo. Doggo. Yeah, that avatar is my that's my old buddy that I had to put down back in July. He was my breeding male. I raised a hybrid of Great Pyrenees Labrador. They call them Pyradors, and they make excellent livestock protection dogs, which Pyradors do anyway. Make excellent service dogs. So out of 3 litters, let's see, was it a couple of the pups didn't pan out. I think there was one was born with a deaf palate. Of course, you can't do much with that. And but they all went to either to a farm for livestock protection. Several of them went for service training. I kept the ones that had the aptitude to be natural service dogs. I kept here until they were 9 months old, and then they would go to service dog training. And I did all of that on my dime. I didn't charge anybody a dime. So when I contacted Wounded Warriors and the other outfit, but anyway, the people I contacted to let them know that I was offering these dogs to go into training at no cost, I didn't have any problem getting rid of them. And for a while, I kept track of some of them. One of them is still on a livestock farm. Watches over some goats and sheep and a few things like that. But he was a great dog. I had a hard time putting him down. The irony of it all, the female was 2 years younger than him, and she developed a little bit of cancer. And by the time we really got a grasp on what was going on with her, it was pretty much too late. So the countdown was on, and it just accelerated up to the point where I had to put her down within weeks of putting him down. He still had the mind and spirit, but his back legs just wouldn't work anymore. It got to where he couldn't even do a stool or anything. and I would help him outside. And I mean, it just got to be quality of life situation, but it really was hard because his mind and spirit was so strong. Thanks, Blackheart Knight. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's my live stream anniversary, to be honest. I've actually been around a little bit longer. March was my anniversary, but I'm pretty happy. I mean, I'm just short of 2 million views. I went from 1 million to 2 million really fast, and I guess that's the way the algorithm works. I suppose, I don't know, or the growth of the channel. There's DP, my buddy. Hope you're feeling good. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Dickbag Patrol has joined the chat. And hopefully he's feeling good enough to come on. Just let me know if you want me to drop it to you, buddy. I'll do it anyway. I'll just drop it. If you want to, you will. I was going to leave you alone today because I was hoping you were resting to feel better. Let me just do it. I'll just do it from this. Quick. Stuff. Yeah, I dropped you a link. It'd be from the T-Bone account, probably, more than likely. GMK Birds of a Feather. What's going on? Thank you very much. Linda. Thank you so much. Let's see. There's Salacious. My God, there's some people showing up. I guess I thought I was the only one that didn't have a live on the weekends. Conspiracy, grumpy old man. Goodness. All right. So, well, originally the plan was, and as soon as I figure out what I have to do with YouTube, I thought I could just set up a members only gig and just keep it quaint. And I thought it would be fun to put together, edit a video through the chat, and then I would do it afterwards and post it on the channel. But as I found out, it's not that easy. You have to, with StreamYard, I guess you have to add a third party. You have to go through YouTube. And they said it'd be 24 hours. And I was like, oh, come on. But once again, my illiteracy of YouTube rules and regs and procedures and all that is it's my own fault because I don't look into anything in advance. But I don't think anybody will argue with me that YouTube and Google gets a bit confusing sometimes how all of the technical stuff works. Considering I lost my whole channel for 3 weeks. All right. Let me, since we got everybody in there and we've said hello, let me scoot on over here and open up another browser and see what I can find for us to watch. I had it's interesting. Just bear with me. There's Caddy. What's up, Caddy? Logan Sandman, hello. I wish I could just hang out in the chat. All right, let's see. So there was a video I saw a little bit earlier. Let me see if I can hunt it down. I didn't know I was going to be doing this. I thought we were going to do something else, so I didn't have videos set up ready to go. like I do anyway, right, DP? All right, where is that crazy? Oh, I know where it was. I know it was on. Remember the name of that channel? Okay. Does anybody know if anything's going on with the? Has there been any? I went and looked earlier this morning. Any kickback on the? I saw where Fraud or Troll did a video on Here's the Deal, which I was talking about doing, but decided not to. It's pretty well covered now, but that's pretty interesting. DP, any news to pass along? I've really been absent from the computer this morning. I had to get up on my roof and run a snake down a vent pipe to the drain, which was fun. Okay, there it is. This one looked like it was pretty crazy. Am I having so much trouble? I'll be damned. Seriously. What is wrong with me? Let's go to my channel and go to my history. It'd be the best way to find it. Thought I had it. There we go. I'm still here. Sorry. Trying to get this set up. I really feel like I should be doing some kind of a video on Chile or something down those lines, since that's been pretty much the content forever and ever and ever and ever. What are you talking about, Yvonne? My cousin has been arrested. Wait a minute. Yeah, that Rakita law, that is pretty crazy. And Linda, well, everybody, it's interesting because I think I brought it up a week or so ago during the live stream, and I know I talked about it offline, that he and his wife have a channel, and it's basically a swingers channel. And there was a video a couple weeks ago. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. I bet it's all been pulled down. What do you want to bet? But I'm going to look and see. And they were in a hot tub, and you could tell. I mean, you can just tell by looking at them. I mean, his mugshot compared to what he looked like just a few months ago. Linda didn't realize that half the female population named Linda until you got on YouTube. Yeah. chat here. What Blackheart Knight say? But who are you guys talking about? I guess I better back up in the chat and see what's going on. Gremlin channel. All right, so clue me in. Clue me in. Hey Mo, clue me in on the Gremlin channel. Is that Blackheart Knight? Is that what the channel's called? I mean, this is. I feel so lost here. I don't know what everybody's talking about. Gremlins, ambush, frauded, or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. So he's a Wrangler simp. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't even, be honest with you, I just don't even like mentioning that jerk off's name. He in one sense, he's kind of the reason I even have a channel. It's sort of in a roundabout way. And but what, the guy's just full of shit from day one. So stay away from that channel, huh? BHK. It's just a crappy channel. Spell it on backwards. Caddy or something else. So, well, I was going to play this video on this chick that it really wasn't it wasn't anything too much. It's just she waved the gun around and then thought that she was justified in doing so. It was a road rage deal, and it's really not that great a video. But I would like to I think I want to know more about. So you had no clue he was wrangling until he threw the. So what's the $300 comment about? I guess I should, not the place to talk about it, but you can come up if you want, Blackheart. I mean, I'll take some company if somebody wants to jump on. Thanks, Bandit. And I think I just I don't know much about that membership thing. I think I've got the channel set up right for that to work. Believe it or not, Linda was a member, and then when my channel got deleted, I never got her back on there. So Linda should get a membership, and I'll take care of it once it's up. We just got to get together and get it done. Yeah, it blows my mind that there's this many people. I mean, it's just 40 people, but that I expected maybe 10 or 15 people to be doing nothing on a Saturday to. All right, let's do this. Let me since my plans didn't work out on the building the video thingy. That's what I planned on doing. Let me see if there is any place we can go, and let me look and see if anybody is. Back to the home page, and let's see who's live. Oh gosh, we've got more weather moving in this afternoon. I lost my internet the other night when we were live on DP's channel. It looks like it could happen again. We've got some pretty when I was outside earlier, it really heated up a lot today, and that's not a good sign when you've got that kind of a system moving in. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. Hope that that doesn't happen. Yeah, there's nobody really live that we could go. Yeah, tornado weather, Yvonne. We're having some seasons are more intense than others. We're having a pretty intense one this year. There's been a lot of tornadoes in the upper Midwest and in the South Central and even East. And I live right in Tornado Alley, generally where they are the worst. But they've been firing up around us. But these systems have been moving so slow. We had one come through the other night, and it produced a couple small funnels intermittently as it passed through, but they're moving really slow. That one the other night was moving so slow. It dumped a ton of golf ball and baseball size hail. Hey, unclean hands. How are you, sir? Good citizen? Hello, hello. Am I missing? Oh, there's sweet Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Back up here and see if I'm missing anybody. Logan Sandman, what's up? They already said hi, but I don't think I did. All right. Jason D. Since my plans fell through on what we were going to do, I am open for anything. If I've got some videos in my Police Pursuit K9 Limbo. This is this might be worth watching. It's got K9 in it. Who is Jim's news channel? Is that a question for the chat? Oh, I see. Sue Bear dropped a link. What is that, Sue Bear? Is that something you want me to look at, or are we promoting somebody? Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. BHK, give me a minute. All right, people, give me a second while I get his my Gmail. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have his email. Not in this account. No, I don't. Not in this account. It's in my other one. BHK, give me an email to send it to, because I'm not logged in on my. I actually run my live streams off my main account, not my. So when it links to the email, it links to my my old main account, not the Prodder RAM. Give me an email. I'll do that. All right, Jason. You have to tee off. Well, I hope it's not as hot where you're at as it is here, because it is. The humidity is like 98%. It's miserably hot outside. Yeah, I don't think Blackheart Knife's ever come up on panel with me. Let me I can go retrieve it. I don't need him to do it. Take me just a minute to go find it. Yep. And let's see here. There's all in this. Do the thing now. I'm not a robot. And there it is. It's just Blackheart Night. Yep. Okay. Well, that's what I was going to do. But I didn't want to assume anything. So let's do this. Back to stream. Right. All right. BHK, I sent it. And it won't be from Prowder Ram. It'll probably be I think the main account email is HOULIGAN, something like that. But watch for it to come in. So it won't be. I'm almost 99% sure it won't be on the Prowder Ram email, which I can do that if need be. Not a robot. Yeah, I'd love to have you come on board. Oh, did he? Okay. Well, I just dropped you a link for StreamYard. So let me look on my. We'll get it done one way or another, boys and girls. Because I do operate on a different channel. I don't see it. Oh well, I dropped it. It should show up there. We'll wait and see if it makes it in here. Linda, is that what you sent me? Is that something you want me to look at here? What you sent on my email? Is that I just happened to notice it when I went in there to see if BHK. I don't see an email from BHK. Let me see what this is. Oh yeah, we can do that. Copy link address. Let's see if that works. And then minimize this, and we'll wait and see if BHK shows up here. And I'll drop this pursuit with the canine. I always like seeing a dog take somebody down, as long as it's not overdone. I get pissed off when cops turn dogs loose on suspects that they don't need to. It's not good for the dog either. Okay, so she sent me a link. So the best way I could do it is probably just open it up. Don't you guys love hearing me mumble to myself on how to run StreamYard and a channel and all that? Isn't that ridiculous? Okay, inbox. Let's go back. And let me pull that up, and that's there. Oh, okay, I see. It's just mugshot. Yeah. Yeah, Linda just dropped me the. Okay, I got to do that on a different browser if I want to share it. Okay, I got it. I see what it is, Linda. Okay. Good citizen. Hello. No, good morning. Oh man, my least favorite thing to talk about. Ugh. Thanks, good citizen. Appreciate it. That sounds cool. Go to a pool. Okay, so that's not working. I'll be damned. All right. Well, let me open up another browser. I thought I could link that to this, doing it that way, but it doesn't work like that. See, I'm lost without my partner because he could be carrying on while I'm getting all this stuff lined out. I miss you, DP. I miss you. As a matter of fact, come to think of it, BHK had a pretty good video I watched the other day. It was same one that FT did on those more soft tarts. That's pretty good. That was a good video. All right, I got to open up another browser here because it's not letting me link this one. Let me close that, get this browser open, and go find. There we go. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that channel, Linda, that Chambers of My Heart, but let me pull it up. Let's pull it up here. I guess this is Linda sent me this. This must be this. I'm not familiar with this person, but looks like there's a little story on the Rakitas, and for those, I'm sure everybody knows about it by now. He's one of the law tubers that kind of got popular during the Johnny Depp trial. So let me do this. Present, share. Like once I get that open, then I can. Okay, there it is. Let's check this out. See what this is all about. I know what the story is, but I'm not familiar with this person.
Hey guys, it's your humble host Rick here. If you prefer, I know this is a hot topic right now. I just want to say 1 to 2 things. I don't want to be long with it. This is not a mock video. I'm not mocking the Rakitas. This is actually upsetting. I had this dropped in my Discord earlier yesterday evening while I was at work, and a lot of people are talking about it. And there was another stream or clip that was dropped in my Discord server that was done by Lisa Clips that Nick just looked like death. And you can tell he was on some stuff, some heavy duty stuff. And I just like, God, please get a hold of this guy. Like legit. So it was like that bad. He looked like Palpatine. So to have this dropped, and I'm reading more on it. There's the charges are felony 5, possession schedule 1, 2, and 3, and that indicates heroin, fentanyl, Xanax, and it's both him and his wife. When I first saw it, I didn't register his wife was on here too, Kayla Rakita or Lady Rackets. I'm not here to talk about the freaking drama because I know there's speculation about a talk show, the other YouTube channel, Steel Toe, and that dude's him and his wife are divorcing, and she's now swinging with these two, and because she got arrested too. There's a third person, I don't know her name, I don't care, who was also arrested with Nick and Kayla. So I don't know where the kids are. I know nothing. This is a video that I'm putting out into the void that I'm glad, and I'm going to be careful. I am glad that he's being processed because I'm hoping I'm hoping this is a wake-up call for him and his wife to deal with their stuff and to bring healing to their family. I really hope this serves as a wake-up.
Yeah, the story that I read the other day is that there was 5 kids in that house, and when they Linda, do you remember the link to the because that was well covered on that channel? Do you remember what that channel was that did the in-depth, had the coverage of the what's the charges and everything? I can't remember, because that was well done. Yeah. What's the name of that channel? That's it. Yeah, Rabbit. That's it. That was well done. Yeah, I don't care to discuss how they need to heal themselves and all that. I get it. Let's see here. That's the name of the, yeah, that's the name of the channel. Yeah, she did a real good job. She did a real good job on that. Let me see if I can find that video, because that was well done, and it laid it out. It was the P. Diddy one. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because it shows.
Any firearm user of.
Let me back it up here to where it starts. Yeah, she did a good job covering this. So let me get this. I believe that's where it starts. And minimize that. Come back over here. Stop that. Present this. I did send BHK a link, I think, in his email. I think it went to him. Hey, Andrew. Okay. Yeah, I'll check. Hang on. Just hold that thought for me for a minute, and let's watch this, and hold that thought for me when I come back to you. I got so much, since I'm by myself, I feel lost. It's just, I'm so accustomed. DP and I have been, as a matter of fact, I believe next month, first or second week of June, he and I did our first live stream together, and pretty much been together pretty much ever since. And we have developed quite a friendship outside of YouTube, and I respect the man a lot. You're out for it. We should post and put okay. Yeah. Let me, Alana, hello, by the way. Thank you for being here. And yes, hold that thought. I love Flat Derp. And if Derp's feeling down a little bit, we'll do that. I just want to play this real quick. It's maybe 8 or 10 minutes, possibly. And this gal she does a really good job of covering this.
Money on YouTube, clearly respected to some degree, to where he's at right now, and his family, and his, like, him and his wife, and the charges. This bad. So let me start right here. Let me tell you all something. So I heard the news through Twitter, and then we're gonna move on to the fake journalist that's infiltrating these protesters on the SPTV stuff. Look, and you just really got to go to YouTube, or excuse me, Twitter, to kind of get the.
Thank you, Mom. $5. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that you join me fumbling around while I try to get something together to entertain. Okay. Yeah. Blackheart Knight, it would have come from a different email. Can you drop me? Will you drop me an email, frauderram@gmail.com real quick? Let me look and see. Somebody said you did drop me one, but I didn't see it. Hold on. Let me look again real fast. If you'll do that, my friend, that will save me jumping around all over the place. And I'll keep my eye open for it, and then I'll reply to you if that's okay. If that'll work for you. All right, let's get back to this real quick.
The news, but Rakita was arrested. So he was arrested, I believe, yesterday, after a mandatory reporter had reported concerns regarding child neglect. Mandatory reporters in Minnesota are people in law enforcement, health services, and education, and members of the clergy.
I don't see it.
They posted all of his stuff out there, and they're drug-related charges. But I believe, based on what Tinkle Tits said, that he's had an arraignment today. So let me go. Thank you, Tinkle Tits, for giving me the heads up. Let me go and
there it is.
Oh, thanks, love. You just send me the file. Thank you so much for sending this to me.
It just came through Blackheart Night.
Oh, but it's got all of his information. I don't have time to. Oh my God, it's got everything. I don't want to dox this man's address, but let me review it real quick and see. I just want to show the charges. I think I can. He's got everything up here, so I got to be careful. So charges include second-degree possession of 25 grams or more of cocaine or methamphetamines. All right. And for those that don't know, Rick Rakita is a huge law tuber. Yeah, I'm not going to show it, Tinkle. I'm just going to read it from here. Thank you, though. Shout out to you, love. It needs to be redacted. It's like heavily, it's got all of his information out there, address and everything. I don't want to do that to this man. So on or about May 23rd, 2004, in County of Minnesota, defendant possessed one or more mixtures of a total weight of 25 grams or more containing cocaine, a Schedule II controlled substance. Defendant possessed over 25 grams of cocaine. And then he's also being charged with count 2, possession, ammo, any firearm, user of controlled substance.
Yeah, Sue Bear, they said that it could have been the clergy or yeah. Anybody that's been around anyone that's gone south with drug addiction, there's BHK. Let's get him up here and then carry on. Buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, man. Sorry for all that confusion.
No big deal.
Try to keep everybody entertained somehow or another while I tried to figure out what the hell. I thought I had a good idea for a live. I thought it was going to be fun to do that, but I just need to organize it better and figure out how to do a members only live stream. So anyway,
I did my 1 year anniversary live stream and I didn't think too much of it. I thought it sucked. So, and I guess that's the reason why I haven't done any more live streams.
Yeah, I enjoy them just because I like to interact with the chat. I mean, I just enjoy, and a lot of the chat, are they're in my comments all the time, so they're supporting me. I've gotten kind of attached to doing one. I think I've done a live stream pretty much every week since I started doing them. There's been a few weeks.
I try to catch yours in Dickbag Patrol's live stream whenever I can.
Yeah. Well, now that DP's doing them, we're only a couple days apart. He's been doing Thursday nights, and I'm happy his channel has grown, not as much as I think it should, because in my opinion, he's the best video editor
Oh yeah,
around.
he's got some good skills. He's got skills.
He does have skills. So finish up this Rakita thing, because it is interesting. But like I was saying, Suver, anytime you've been around somebody, and I'm maybe a little more familiar with it because I spend a lot of time dealing with it with a family member, and dealt with it a little bit when I was in law enforcement, and even dealt with it more when, I did volunteer work and stuff. But you can see, and it's really obvious if you don't see someone for a short period of time and then you come across them and you go, oh my God, you can just tell. And you look at Rick Rakita and you can tell that he's going down the toilet. And it like I said, it was interesting because a week or so ago, I ran across this video of him and his wife and another couple in a hot tub. And apparently he has a swingers channel.
Whoa.
And they at one point got out of the hot tub, came back to the hot tub, and there was all, immediately noticed the swiping his finger across his nose, all the
tweaker.
Yeah. Well, they're doing coke too. They found,
yeah, that's what I meant.
I think they found I think he said, what was it, 18 grams under the master bedroom, and then they found another, I know it was close to 2 ounces of coke, and then quite a bit of meth too. And the most disturbing thing is they found, and I want to watch this again just to verify this, but if I remember the reports right, they found like residue on a straw in one of the kids' bedrooms. So bad stuff, man. Bad stuff when the kids are being drugged. Let's watch this and it'll refresh.
I believe you want to know what Yvonne and I were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, there's this new channel. I was subscribed to him. Frauditor. I forget his whole name. He's got a rather long channel name. I'm sure Yvonne could put it up there, but it was basically a Frauditor Gremlin or something like that. And I went to check him out today, and he was doing a live stream, and I ended up talking. He acknowledged me, and one of his mods jumped on me about the Frauditor Wrangler issue. Tell me saying, if I give you $300, would you shut up about him stealing it? What?
That's what you're talking. You're talking about the fundraiser thing. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then Frauditor Gremlin chimes in and says that, well, no, I can later on, I can when I get monetized, I can pay back Blackheart Knight. I'll pay him back $300. What? That was kind of insulting to me, so I just left right after that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's strange. Are you thinking that it might be a sock channel for Wrangler?
No, that was Gremlin himself talking. That was the channel owner saying that. Yeah,
the last thing I remember was watching you on a live stream, and you said, as far as I'm concerned, it's over. I'm done with it. And I haven't heard anything really discussed since then. I know you haven't brought it up. Not that I know
other channels have brought it up. I mean, there's ammo against Wrangler, but I've tried my best to stay out of it.
Yeah, I remember all that too well too when that all happened.
But one of the mods in that channel brought it up today, and Frauditor Gremlin brought it up. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's strange.
Definitely Wrangler Associates.
Yeah, that's strange. Definitely. Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying that. I don't know why I didn't put it together. The 300 should have clued me in, but it's been so long. I mean, I really, be honest with you, pretty much I haven't forgotten it. It just hasn't been at the forefront like it was.
Yeah. I mean, I don't bring it up other channels do bring it up. Even other frauditors bring it up. I mean, fraud. There's a lot of frauditors that bring it up when they attack Wrangler. There's a lot of people on our side that bring it up when they go after Wrangler. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, kind of like Jerry had a hard time shaking the the Scotto thing or whatever. I haven't heard anything about that in a while. So Vaughn says he's against frauditors. No one till today. Huh, interesting. All right, let's finish
just move on. I don't want to talk anymore about that crap.
That's right. We'll finish this up and then we'll go from there.
That's a misdemeanor. So the drug charge is a felony, and then he's got a misdemeanor as well. And then another charge, count 3, endanger child, permit present sales. Oh my God, was he selling drugs? No, Tico, don't worry about it. Was he selling drugs though?
No, it's intent to sell. Generally, when you get to a certain amount, it's intent to sell. It's an automatic charge.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, she's just not too clued in on that.
With his children there? All right, let me stop. Endanger, permit, present, sale, possession, controlled substance. Oh my God. So that's a misdemeanor. So a parent, a caretaker, legal endangers a child's person or health by knowingly causing or permitting the child to be present where any person is possessing or control, or maybe he just had the drugs there and the child was there. That is sad. And it's not just Nick, it's Nick and his wife. So let me read this. All right. I got the probable cause statement. This is a licensed peace officer employed by the county sheriff who basically said on May 23rd, 2024, at approximately 9:13 a.m., a search warrant was executed for his address for Nicholas Rakita and then Kayla Rakita. As law enforcement approached the residence, Nicholas Rakita was traveling southbound on 51st in a vehicle. Nicholas Rakita was stopped by law enforcement. Upon knocking on the door, a juvenile female opened the door and wouldn't let them in. Nicholas Rakita would not provide the door code to enter the residence. Law enforcement entered the home utilizing a door ram. He was representing himself. Oh my God. Upon entry, law enforcement located Kayla Rakita and April, and 4 juveniles were also in the home. Officers noted that the home was extremely cluttered. There were clothes everywhere, dirty dishes, dust, and overall dirty home. Nicholas Rakita returned to the home with law enforcement. He demanded a copy of the search warrant. When given a copy, he looked at it and threw it on the ground. Oh my God. No, he didn't do that. During the search warrant, law enforcement located the following in the master bedroom: yellow snort tube, positive for cocaine; black vial with white substance inside, field tested positive for cocaine and weighed 2.2 grams; credit cards listed to April; a .22 caliber shell casing on the floor of the nightstand in the master bedroom.
Oh, it gets better. I think they found an AK.
Okay. You'll find that in my
Mr.
bedroom.
Gamer.
Huh?
I said a .22 caliber spent casing. You'll probably find that on my desk.
Well, I can tell you this. You can open up my desk drawer where I sit right now, and there's 2 boxes of 40 cal sitting there, but they're not spent.
Well, I've got some 357 nearby.
I don't. I haven't had anybody visit me that has forced me to. That's why I don't worry about my identity that much. Somebody wants to seek me out and come knock on my door, go ahead. Yeah, we have in our state, we have stand your ground, and your front porch is considered the same as on the other side of the door where I live. So yeah, depending on the threat, I mean, you can't just start popping people, but I'd like to. That damn Amazon guy. I got I got a sign up there that says, "Don't ring a bell when you're leaving a package. Just don't do it, please. Just put the package on the porch and go. Quit ringing the damn doorbell." Anyway, yeah, it gets better. I think they find an AK. I think I read where there was an AK under one of the beds, but
Wow.
they do find a lot more quantity than just a couple grams.
You know, the deets on this is April. What is April to Rakita? Was she the one that they said was like the babysitter? If convicted, Nick will serve a prison sentence of up to.
I can kind of answer that. She was in the hot tub, I think, that video I watched a week or so ago, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that may be how she's associated.
25 years for possession of cocaine. Y'all understand? Like, listen, this man was huge, hundreds of thousands views. Johnny Depp trial, Murdoch, like this is somebody very much a huge figure in the LawTube community on YouTube. Okay, so she's a mistress who is going through a divorce. April is already out of jail. Gotcha. Thank you. Yo, all right. Okay. So they basically, the following items were located underneath the bed. Big saucer AR with several magazines and loose ammunition. The following items were located in the master bedroom. Glass container filled with metal filter and grinder. Glass container that field tested positive for cocaine. Gosh, damn it, man. The following items were located in a safe in the master bedroom. Bags with cards, dollar bills that field tested positive for cocaine. Large corner cut baggie with white powder that field tested positive for cocaine and weighed 18.96 grams with packaging.
Wow.
It's a lot of fucking cocaine, y'all. That's a lot of blow. Small baggies that field test positive for cocaine.
Keep in mind, this is in Minnesota. And as Linda likes to put it, Minnesota has the hug a thug policy. And he probably will get off better there than he would in a lot of places. It's they're not known for stiff punishment, kind of like Wisconsin.
Weighed 5.49 grams with packaging. 8 green colored tablets that field tested positive for ketamine. Yo, he had ketamine too. Metal pan with white powder on it and tested positive for cocaine. So these kids were all over this shit. 2 snort tubes, 2 metal cutters. The snort tubes tested positive for cocaine. The following items were located in a safe in a master bedroom closet. $100 bills with white powder residue, field tested positive for cocaine. So more white bag substances tested positive for cocaine. Cocaine scooper. 2 baggies with a funnel, an unknown brown substance. What's the brown substance?
Probably heroin.
That's what I would think too, right? Hell, man, but this is like okay, something like these kids. And you know that shit, like stuff like that. I don't know if you guys know this. Many years ago when I was in college, one of my roommates, I had to move into my apartment. This was years ago. There was somebody, like her neighbor was, you said brown. No, it's not. Stop it. They were doing shit in their apartment, right? They were cooking and selling, and that shit's that stuff seeps into the walls, like into the clothes, into the air, into your foods. Like they had to condemn the whole building because of all that shit that was filtering through there. I mean, she had to get rid of her shit because it's just it goes in there. You said it could be heroin? Anyways, so it's very dangerous for kids to be around that, and it affects your everything. Like, yeah. All right. So so they had firearms and ammunition was located. Total amount of measurable cocaine in the master bedroom was 26.67 grams with packaging. Cocaine is a Schedule 2 controlled substance. Ketamine is a Schedule 1. Detective met with Nick Rakita outside the residence. He read him his Miranda rights and he agreed to speak with officers without counsel. Rakita indicated that he sleeps in the master bedroom with Kayla. He indicated that April was at the home visiting. Rakita and Kayla were placed under arrest. While being under arrest, detectives noted several injuries in the arm of Rakita that appear consistent with sores that are common with controlled substance users. I don't even oh my God. They were transported to the county jail. Kayla did not speak with officers. Rakita was again read his Miranda rights and agreed to speak with officers without an attorney. Rakita refused to answer any questions regarding cocaine or other controlled substance. Rakita indicated that he lives in the residence and he stays in the master bedroom with his wife, Kayla. Okay, we read that. While being booked in the jail, Kayla requested that her prescription medication be brought to her. Upon reviewing the prescription.
There we go. Sorry, I was okay, buddy. Thanks for coming up and clarifying that. It's good to see you, man. I hope you have a good and safe weekend.
All right, you too.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, let's finish this up.
Bottle Kayla, Rakita, that were brought to the jail. Jail staff found 2 unknown pills and gummies in one of the prescription bottles. These items did not match the prescription bottle. Oh my. All right. So she's asking for drugs while she's arrested in jail. Anyways, shout out to Sean Davy Way. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the 1999. Thank you for stopping by. I haven't seen you in a while. Love you. Love you. You guys, drop Sean's link in the chat. You guys know we love Sean over here. Thanks, babe, for stopping by. Love you. Ken, she's asking. I don't know how dumb you can get. Clearly she's using and not coherent. She said that while being booked in the jail, Kayla Rakita requested that her prescription medication be brought to her. Okay, so the officers are complying with that. Upon reviewing the prescription bottles for Kayla, they were brought to the jail. Jail staff found 2 unknown pills and gummies in one of the prescription bottles. These 2 did not match the prescription on the bottle. The gummies didn't match the prescription on the bottle. Neither did the other pills. That's how you know that they're in heavy use. They don't even care about law enforcement. I cannot. Anyways, let me keep going. See if anything relevant here. Tinkle Tits, thank you for sharing this with me. I love you, Tinkle Tits. Thank you. Hold up, y'all. That's it. That's the complaint. So they got felony 2. Well, hold up. They got 2 felonies, which is the drug second-degree possession, which is the cocaine and the meth. And then they got a drug second degree for sales or possession. So were they selling? I guess I'm trying to find out how they determine that. And then gross misdemeanor, which is the possession of firearms, any firearm any firearm user of controlled substance. So because they had the weapon and the drugs, possession of any firearm and
yeah, Captain Slappy, I'm reading your stuff. I'm with you, man. Yeah, somebody needs to explain to her that that's an automatic charge. When you get to a certain quantity of anything, it's automatic. Intent to distribute doesn't necessarily mean they were selling. Sounds like he may have been cooking some of that coke, though. A couple of gummies to evacuate a building. Yeah, I think, Logan, what she was talking about, and I don't think she knows enough about, but I think they were probably cooking meth. It's what it sounds like to me, because that anybody that's ever been around a meth lab or a house or a garage, and I have. I mean, even after they've been shut down for a while, it lingers, and it does permeate quite a bit. And I think that's what she's talking about. I don't think it was. I don't. Cooking coke doesn't do that much. Now, when they crack, when crack smoked, it leaves a kind of a burnt tar kind of smell in the air, but it doesn't permeate. It's that meth cooking, especially you go back about 25 years ago, some of the raw substances they were using, literally could smell it in a neighborhood if you had a house that was cooking. Oh, really? Dog handler. Right on. My kind of man. I'll have to bring you up pictures. Now, mine goes way back. I was back in the 80s, and it was before canines were really that prevalent in law enforcement. But I had a German Shepherd that we were going through the training. We were going to add it to the department. Fortunately and unfortunately for that, but fortunately, I left the department, and it was pretty much, I left law enforcement. It was, and this goes back to what Captain Slappy was saying. It was the sheriff's department. It was an election year, and there was a lot of scrupulous things going. I mean, just lots of things that shouldn't take place or have anything to do with law enforcement were taking place, and it really gave me a sour taste in my mouth being employed by a county that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that was my love. I love training dogs. I don't think you were here earlier. I was talking about my avatar up there. That dog. Those are livestock protection dogs. But it doesn't matter if it's a coon dog, a bird dog, whatever. I had a matter of fact, the female that I had to put back in July. She was a great service dog. She would have had the talent. She had the natural, and if you've worked with dogs, you know a lot of it's DNA. She had all the natural talents to be trained to put her nose to work. She was cool dog. You're my new best friend. I love working canines. And again, it doesn't matter whether it's law enforcement, hunting, search and rescue. Dogs have a sixth sense that only people that really, really work with them get to understand. I mean, they have it, but they really get to understand. And some of them are just amazing. I don't know if you worked with, I don't know what years you were talking about, but I had one Belgian Malinois when they first really became, and I only had him for about 8 or 9 months. He was just a little bit on the psycho side, and I couldn't shake it out of him. And if you've ever been around Malinois, they can do that. Some of them could be a little bit on the crazy side, but what great dogs. God, they're so smart. Anyway, sorry, get off on that.
Ammo. And then they were also charged with endangerment, child endangerment. So that's crazy. That is insane, y'all. I don't have any words, you guys. I don't have any words for this shit. That is and how many kids do they have? Do you guys know? They do look horrible. I saw their mugshots. I'm gonna tell you, look, that's their mugshots, you guys. And Leisha, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Shout out to you. They got 5 kids. Oh, and Lisa Love, thank you for becoming a member, babe. Love you, love you. And Leisha, Thank you.
That's about it on her. She goes off on, doesn't talk about too much more, but that covers pretty much what they had there. Now, while that was playing, one of Nick's, some of the other law tubers have been on this, of course. And there's this one attorney I'm not a huge fan of his, but I happened to come across this. So I'm going to put it up there. We'll see what it is. If it isn't worth the crap, I'll drop it. But this looks like it might have some interesting information, because it looks like it says something about their arraignment. So it might even have the arraignment covered. See what this is all about. Yeah, this uncivil law guy, he was like Rakita. He would sit on his live streams and drink, and sometimes get, shit faced on a live stream, and just it would get really stupid. And that's not down my alley at all.
Is March 9th.
Yes, sir.
All right. The record should also reflect that.
Back this up a hair. Let's get it to let's see here. Looks like she's before a judge. Get it in the right spot. Here we go.
The amount of observers. First, you are to turn off your device so you are muted, and turn off your video camera. Second of all, there have been requests to record this proceeding. Those requests are denied. The rules, general rules of practice prohibit any recording other than the official record of the judicial branch, which is recorded by a certified court reporter. I imagine that transcripts can be available. That's under General Rule of Practice 42 or 4.02, Subdivision 5 at Prin 5. I need to tell everyone that a violation of that rule could lead to contempt proceedings. We are on the record in 34 CR 24341, and Madam Clerk, if you can disable that the buzzing or bell noise each time someone joins us, court would appreciate that. This is the state of Minnesota versus Nicholas Robert Rakita. Am I saying that correctly? You've told me before.
Yes, sir, Rakita.
I have your date of birth is December 16, 1981.
Yes, sir.
Currently reside at 12291 50 First Street Northeast in Spicer, Minnesota.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your appearance today is based on 3 counts to a complaint order for detention. The record should reflect that Alex Kornahachi appears for the state of Minnesota. Mr. Rakita, you are self-representing yourself at this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Count 1
Bad idea.
Second-degree possession, 25 grams or more of cocaine or methamphetamine. This is in violation of Minnesota Statute 152.022, Subdivision 2, Prin A, Prin 1. The maximum sentence for that count is 25 years in prison and/or.
Whoa, that's a lot of crank. Cocaine or meth. Damn, we jumped into the deep end, kids. So yeah, that whole thing about a 5th-degree felony, rules have changed, guys.
Or a $500,000 fine. Count 2 is possession of ammunition or any firearm with the user of controlled substances. This is a gross misdemeanor, so the maximum sentence is 364 days in the Kansas County Jail and/or a $3,000 fine. Count 3, endangerment of a child when present with a sale or possession of a controlled substance. Again, a gross misdemeanor. Maximum.
You on your coke out, Nathan, kill yourself, you stupid motherfucker.
I'm going to warn everyone again. This is a court proceeding.
Also, more importantly, I'm surprised that the child endangering isn't felony. Maybe that'll get upgraded later, but normally you're doing felony drug stuff, you're getting felony child endangering, but okay.
Proceeding. If you were in a courtroom with me, it would remove you. So any
Judge,
violation of that will be removed. Ms. Block?
Some dumb fuck said that.
Judge, I just disabled people the ability to unmute themselves, so I will work to unmute people as they need to speak to the court this morning.
All right, thank you. Aside from Mr. Rakita and Mr. Cornahachi, no one needs to at this point. Lastly, I think I was saying that the count 3 gross misdemeanor has a maximum sentence of 364 days and or a $3,000 fine. Mr. Rakita, you understand what you've been charged with? And second question, the maximum sentences associated with each count?
Yes, Your
Honor. All right. Now, I don't mean to insult your intelligence given you are an attorney, but it's important that I know that you understand your rights here. First of all, you are presumed to be not guilty of these charges. It is the state, not you, that has to prove what has been alleged in the complaint.
Guys, the stream just did not record Kayla going through, so we're only going to get Nick, but that'll be enough.
With evidence beyond a reasonable doubt, you have a right to trial by jury. All members of the jury would have to agree that the state had met its burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt before you could be convicted. You have a right to counsel. You have a right to represent yourself, of course. If there's a trial, you could give your side of the story and testify, but you also have the right to remain silent. Indeed, you don't have to prove anything, so you don't have to say anything. If you remain silent, the judge can't make a comment about that. The prosecutor can't make a comment about that, nor can the jury take that into consideration. You have a right to confront, challenge, or cross-examine anyone who testifies against your interest. You have a right to call witnesses and the power of subpoena. You have a right to all of the state's discovery before trial.
Kayla's
And
on right now. Okay, we'll stream
including
tonight. You know what? Hold on. We'll stream
information
tonight,
and evidence.
David, and pick up
And
Kayla.
at the end of the day, if you think the court made some mistakes or a jury
We'll do
made some
Kayla
mistakes,
first.
you have a right to appeal. Any questions about those rights as I've explained them?
No, Your Honor.
This is a Rule 5 hearing. Sometimes we call it a bail hearing. We'll set this for a Rule 8 hearing. Under the rules, you have a right to have that hearing within.
All right, hold on, chat. We'll go to Kayla first, since that's
he's using that in ability to communicate with his wife to get their stories straightened out before they bring in somebody.
Linda, why don't you look and see if you can find a link to the Minnesota to this arraignment. I guess I can look. I'll let this play for a minute. Let me see if I can just bypass all these yo-yos.
okay. So yes, Nick claimed he was representing
Address.
Kayla.
I didn't quite get it. Here we
Yeah, here's Kayla. We'll do Kayla first. It's not recorded.
Hopefully, when they start speaking, hopefully you can hear it. I think I unmuted it.
All right, we are on the
You guys
record
hear?
in court file 34 CR 24 342. It's the state of Minnesota versus Kayla Christine Rakita. You are Ms. Rakita?
Yes.
All right. We've had some trouble hearing everyone this morning, so if you could get a little closer to the microphone and speak a little louder. Your appearance today is based on a complaint order for detention with 3 counts. I have your date of birth is March 9.
Yes, sir.
All right. The record should also reflect that Alex Cornahachi appears for the state of Minnesota. Ms. Rakita, your current address.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And you also get your mail there?
No, sir. We have a PO box.
All right. What is the PO box to ensure that you get your mail?
PO box 97.
Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it.
And Mr. Rakita lives there as well. He's also a co-defendant with you.
Yes, sir.
And he would get his mail there as well?
Yes, sir.
Count one.
Yeah, Stone Bet would say she looks rough.
Is second degree possession of 25 grams or more of cocaine or methamphetamine. This has been charged out as a felony, so the maximum sentence is 25 years.
That means it's a minimum of 25 grams. That means they had a lot of snow, guys. They had a lot of weight. A lot of weight. That 25 is the minimum. Oh my gosh. Snow patrol at the Rakita house.
In prison and or a $500,000 fine. Offense date was May 23rd, 2024. Count two is possession of ammunition or a firearm by a user of a controlled substance in violation of Minnesota Statute 624.713 at subdivision 1. This is a gross misdemeanor.
Thanks, Captain Slappy. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you stopping by. I honestly didn't expect to have but maybe a couple handful of people show up, so I'm flattered. You have a good rest of your weekend.
So the maximum sentence is 364 days and or a $3,000 fine. And then lastly, count three, neglect or endangerment of a child. Again, a gross misdemeanor, maximum sentence, 364 days and or a $3,000 fine. First question is, do you understand what you've been charged with?
I understand, yes.
All right. And the maximum penalties associated with each offense or each count.
Yeah, but the big fine.
Yes, sir.
All right. When someone has been accused of an offense such as this, it's important that you understand your rights. Starting point is that you are presumed to be not guilty. You don't have to prove your innocence. Rather, the state has to prove your guilt, and they have to do so with evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. 2, you're entitled to counsel, legal counsel, and if you can't afford it and an attorney, the court would appoint one for you. 3, you're entitled to trial by jury if you so choose. If there's a trial, all members of the jury would have to agree that the state had met its burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt before you could be convicted. If there's a trial, you could give your side of the story if you wish, but you don't have to because you have a right to remain silent. Indeed, you don't have to prove anything, so you don't have to.
25 grams isn't much, but they have a minimum of 25 grams. So it could be 25 grams or 200 grams. The point is that's the bare minimum they had, and they likely didn't have the bare minimum.
What a moron. 25 grams isn't very much. It's 3 grams short of an ounce. I'd been away from that stuff for a long time, but I know even back in the day, an ounce of Coke was, oh, good God, 1,600 bucks, somewhere in there. Maybe it's got to be way more than that. Now, he makes it sound like that's nothing. And I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Where I live, I think it's about half of that is automatic charge of intent to distribute. And of course, if they find like a scale and things like that, that can also attribute to getting an automatic charge on distribution too.
They had a lot more than 25 grams is likely what's been going on. So just that's where the a lot part comes in. Drugs, it's ranges of weight. So they're up in the second highest tier, which means it's going to be a big thing. So listen to what's being said, guys. Listen to what's being said.
Say anything. If you remain.
Well, Dave, I have a couple things going for me. One, I've rest in peace. My brother, who's not with me anymore, was an addict, and I dealt with him for a long time. And 2, I also dealt with a lot of people in need volunteer work and stuff. And I'm still friends with several law enforcement officers and recently retired. So, you know, it's I get what you're saying. You're throwing a little joke at me, but yeah, no threat there. I don't even touch alcohol. I haven't had a drink in 30 years. Well, that's not true. I have a little bit of Bailey's occasionally. And when I got my medical marijuana card, when I had my skin cancer, I actually took and made some really nice marijuana brownies with Bailey's in it. that's my association with it. But yeah, I found that the tinctures for my skin worked out pretty well and stuff. I actually don't particularly like the effects of the THC. It makes me a bit manic, and I tried the edibles a couple years ago when I was dealing with some health issues, and it just makes me way too manic. Some of the other things don't bother me, but and I have I deal with sleep apnea and insomnia, and believe it or not, even if it's supposedly one of the strains that relaxes you, so on and so forth, that didn't happen for me. It always had me wound up. I mean, it never settled me down. My blood pressure was always a little bit high, and you know, yeah. And like Yvonne, I know it works for her, but we're all different, man. We're all different. Yeah, we're all wired differently. Just I have to be very careful. And occasionally I do. I still I will not do the edibles though. They're just it's just too it just puts me in a state of I get manic. Occasionally if I smoke a little bit, at least I can control how much I take in, but still the same thing. I end up with these damn manic attacks and stuff, and it seems like it's all different, Vaughn. That's right. All different. And they claim that they've got the science down to the hybrids and so on and so forth, but between the sativa and the indica and all that, but it just doesn't seem to matter with me. Whatever it is, it seems to make me not too happy of a camper. All right, back to it. And that all stemmed from a comment from Dave, who was just throwing a joke out at me. Yeah, BS PT. Yeah, you know, he comes in here. I just ignore him most of the time. I think I saw something where he made a comment about dismissals, and we all know that dismissals mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, if you're trying to use dismissal as credibility, that's not a tree to bark up, because they have nothing to do with each other.
Silent and don't testify, the judge and the prosecutor cannot make comments about that because it is your constitutional right, nor can the jury consider it. You have a right to confront, challenge, or cross-examine any witness who testifies against your interest. You have a right to call witnesses and the power of subpoena to force witnesses to come and testify on your behalf. You have a right to receive all of the state's evidence and information, including exculpatory.
Yeah, I'll say one more thing. I'm just going to ignore him. Dismissals mean nothing. Nothing. I've seen cases dismissed for the stupidest things. I've seen dismissals just because the state didn't want to spend the money to go after a charge. They mean absolutely. Dismissals are not something you can chalk up to your credit. Let's put it that way. It is what it is. A dismissal is a dismissal. no way, shape, or form does dismissal say not guilty or innocent. And there is a difference.
Information before trial. And at the end of the day, if you think the judge or the jury made some mistakes, you have the.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. I mean, just the fact that you have to talk about going to court and having dismissals in the first place. You know, I've never been to court in my life except to testify. I've never had a charge filed against me for anything outside of a traffic ticket. So just the fact that dismissals are part of a discussion say a little bit of something.
The right of appeal. Do you have any questions about those rights this morning?
No, I do not.
You have a right also to have me read the complaint to you. If you read it or you're able to read it, you can waive that right. Do you need for me to read it to you?
Not at this time, no.
Very well. Any objection to setting these hearings tracking your husband's case? Or would you want a separate hearing?
I think I would like this tracking his.
Very well. We will set those and track at the same time. You can change your mind if you'd like. This is sometimes called a bail hearing, and you would come back for an arraignment. We combine those hearings for Mr. Rakita. Do you want to do the same thing and then just set this for a contested omnibus? That's a yes?
Yes, please.
Head nods don't work.
You're nodding, but you're yes?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Kornahachi, does the state have any release conditions?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. We would ask for the same conditions as Nicholas Rakita, $50,000 unconditional, and the alternative RPR standard conditions. If the court would like, I can repeat the conditions I had asked for.
You're going to have to. I threw it away. So
no problem. So that would be no use of controlled substances or alcohol, random testing, no use or possession of firearms, contact probation as directed, don't leave the state without permission, remain law-abiding, and other standard conditions.
Ms. Rakita, any objection?
No.
Very well. Court will order unconditionally amount of $50,000 cash or bond. Conditionally, you'll be releasing your own personal recognizance. But in all instances, you have to remain law-abiding and show up for your court appearances, and we'll give you that date shortly. It'll also be noted on this release order. You are to abstain from the use of alcohol or any mood-altering chemicals not prescribed by your physician. That will be subject to random testing, so I'll have you report to probation, sign their agreement, and cooperate fully, which means keeping in contact with the pretrial probation agent. You are not to possess any firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons, and don't leave the state of Minnesota without prior approval of the court. Any questions about any of that?
No, sir. Understood.
Who wants to take a shot at the fact that if they were into it that much, I just wonder if it takes a lot of willpower to go cold turkey if you're in that deep. I'm surprised. Of course, this is just a bond hearing and arraignment. I would think I'm not an attorney, but if I were, my advice to them would be to immediately get into a rehabilitation and get into some type of drug counseling for the court. I mean, it would look good for the court. Another thing I noticed with her, and Nick was pretty good about it, and this is something that Patrick Darcy has hinted on a few times with the Chile DeCastro situation. She should be addressing him as yes, Your Honor, and no, Your Honor. And I know that shouldn't have anything to do with anything, but judges are different creatures. And this one seems to be a little, maybe I don't know anything about him. He seems to be a little looser, but yeah, I've sat through enough court and watched enough to know that it makes a difference to a judge when you address the court, if you address it with respect.
Madam Clerk?
Your Honor, that is August 20th at 2:45.
All right. And that's all from the candidate. All right. Is that all?
NRH, you think that's because he's been peeing in the pooper?
From the Candiac County Jail?
That's all we have, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Candiac County Jail signing up.
Okay.
Okay, so
right.
that part's done. Now let's get through Nick's, because Nick's is a little different. Nick's is yeah. Here we go.
14 days of today's hearing, but you could waive that as well, given your right to seek counsel if you so choose. Do you want this scheduled within 14 days, Rule 8?
No, Your Honor, I'd like to waive that. We can combine it into a contested omnibus hearing. That would work.
All right, so we could, for today's purposes, combine Rule 5, Rule 8?
Yes, sir.
All right. And before you ask for a speedy, you want to hear what the state is requesting as far as release conditions?
Yes, I'd like to hear what the state is requesting.
I didn't say it, but you also have the right to have me read the complaint today.
No, waive it, right, sir.
All right, very well. Mr. Kornhachi, what is the state requesting as far as release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is requesting $50,000 unconditional. In the alternative, we would agree to RPR with standard drug conditions, which would include no use, random testing, no use and possession of firearms, contact probation as directed, don't leave the state without permission from the court, remain law-abiding, keep in contact with probation, and other standard conditions.
Mr. Rakita, any objection to those conditions?
I object to the $50,000 bail. I think it's unduly burdensome and in violation of the Eighth Amendment.
All right, what about the conditions?
Release conditions sound fine.
All right, the court will set unconditional the amount of $50,000, cash or bond. Conditionally, you'll be released on your own personal recognizance. In all instances, you need to be law-abiding and show up for all your court appearances. Conditions are as follows: abstain from the use of alcohol or any mood-altering chemicals not prescribed by your physician. That will be subject to random testing. So the court will order that you meet with probation upon your release, sign their agreement, and cooperate fully. You are not to possess any weapons, firearms of any nature, or be in the presence of anyone with a firearm or dangerous weapon, and do not leave the state of Minnesota without prior approval of the court. Any questions about those release conditions?
Yes, Your Honor. Did you say 50 or 15,000?
50000. 50.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, let me ask this. Do you still want a speedy omnibus, or can it be scheduled in normal course?
You scheduled in normal course, Your Honor.
Very well. Madam Clerk, do we have a date for that?
I'm sorry, Judge, I'm just going to interrupt. This is Katie Block, the court administrator. Do you want this next hearing to be in person or remote?
In person.
Thank you for the clarification.
Mr. Rakita, you said contested, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yes, in person.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor, just to clarify, timelines are waived?
Yes.
And Madam Clerk, just so the court is aware, Kristen Pierce is handling this case going forward.
No, great. Now that prosecutor is going to get Oh my God, all these bad emails. Nick is a bad guy.
And the matter has been assigned with Judge Fisher. I'm looking at Tuesday, August 20th at 2:45.
Good for the state.
Without having a calendar, sounds great.
Very well. Any other business we can conduct?
I
Now he
mean,
has
to be fair, it's not like you got anything else going on, Nick. Like, it's not like you had a trial in the way. Maybe your local's boot camp.
apologies. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I have requested to see two of my clients and have been forbidden from doing so. I would like to see them before their arraignment.
Oh, my clients.
I'm not understanding your request. Can you repeat it?
As two of my clients are set for arraignment today, I have requested to see them. They have both requested to speak to their attorney, who is me, and they have been prevented from doing so up to this point. I was wondering if we could get an order to allow me to at least speak to my clients before they come into their first appearance.
Gornahachi?
Your Honor, I'm not sure if the court is aware. April Multi has been released.
Oh, Nick didn't know that.
And then I believe the other person who's referring to is his wife, Kayla. Is it Rakita? Rakita. I'll leave it to the court's discretion. They are charged as co-defendants. I believe she would have to waive any conflict, etc. But I don't take a position.
James Augustine's there.
And
Hi,
to be
Jim.
frank, I don't know if that's a waivable conflict at this point, given they are co-defendants. But there's no request from the state that obviously they are married, so there's no request that they be separated. True?
Correct.
Well, it's an issue of denying counsel to Ms. Rakita, so I will grant the request and leave that as an issue for Judge Fisher. At least to get us through the arraignment this morning.
Thank you, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Jailer, are you able to make accommodations? Mr. Rakita, how much time do you need?
Not long, just about 15 minutes, Your Honor.
Can the jail accommodate that?
That'd be up to the jail administrator, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
I would have to talk with the jail administrator.
All right. If they have any difficulties with that, the jail administrator, since I'll be in these proceedings, should contact Chief Judge Beckman.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, I was going to say he could buck that if he wants to. All right, that's enough of that. Yes, Alana, I'm with you. I'm going to do that. That pretty well covers that. Anything else that says just going to be technical mumble jumble. So from here, we are going to, yeah, what a sad deal. You know that, but that's exactly what can happen. I mean, cocaine, from what I've seen, seems to be one of those drugs that you can easily justify use in a minimal amount, or maybe, do a little bit, but it can dig its claws in and grab hold and take you down really fast. I shouldn't say I battled. I dealt with. There was a lot of years that we were separated, and a lot of that had to do with, this topic. But, my brother was 54 when he passed away, and it was pretty much from the fact that he destroyed his liver and most of his organs from drug and alcohol abuse. And I know that Coke was always the one thing he would be doing good, be doing well, not, taking care. And he functioned through a lot of it. He kept the job. It's not like he was a dirtball as far as providing, but that was the one drug that seemed to always bring him back down immediately. He'd do a little bit and then boom, it was just a matter. Of course, they hide it and you don't see it right away, and then it's got it's got a grasp on you, and down the toilet you go. That was interesting. I have to be honest, I never was a big fan of, I watched some of the LawTube stuff and some of those people, and I never was a big fan of his anyway. Like I said, I don't promote sitting on live streams and drinking cocktails and getting shit-faced and saying stupid things is that entertaining. But all right, Alana, I'm gonna go for it right now. I'll go find it. I know you're patiently waiting. So let me. Last time I was over there, which was just a few days ago, he hadn't posted anything really new, but we're going to go check out his page never comes up the way you want it to. Where are you? But where's your channel at? Where is your channel gone? There you are. Okay, let's see what he's got here. Yeah, Flat Derp has not made a video in a month. These last two videos he made a month ago, actually he made about 3 or 4 of them right in a row there. We played on our live streams, but I will go back, and if he's not feeling well, Flat Derp, if you hear it, I hope you're doing better. Yeah, he was cranking them out. The whole chili thing was really, really good material for what he does. And I hope he's feeling okay. Yeah, he put out about a dozen videos there, bang, bang, bang. But his videos are short, so we will let me pick a few out here. We'll just buzz through a few. Ladies and gentlemen, there's DP. Mr. Dickbag Patrol has joined the chat again. Uh-oh. So Chili has a short call, huh? Why don't you come up and we'll play it. I can play it without you coming up, but I would love to have you come up. Everybody in the chat will tell you how much I've struggled. All right, hang on here a minute. Let me get you a link. I think I got so tied up with Blackheart Heart earlier that I never did drop one to you. Hold on here a minute. StreamYard. Inbox. Okay. All right, buddy. It's sent. I'm playing this dirt video. get back to where I need to be so I can see the screen. There we go.
As far as the trial goes and the way he acted, and kind of a overall take on what we think and how what we consider really happened. So first of all, in response to Chile saying, is that suspended, talking about his sentencing, referring to the 90 days for each count.
That's always
Nod
going to
your
be
head.
funny.
Nod your head. I just hate pigs. Oh, and back to being serious again here. As far as him not wanting to surrender his phone to that filthy, disgusting pig, from a professional standpoint, when the guy took the phone from his hand, he yanked it out of his hand. He showed him. What an idiot. Oh my God. Oh, so in closing, my overall take on this professional thorough breakdown is oh, enjoy your time away, Chile. See you in 179 days now. I hope that you enjoy your time and bonding, and hope you enjoy being the little spoon. We miss you in Ireton. We don't at all. No, we don't. That part's wrong. Yeah. No.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the one and only Dickbag Patrol. He's here somewhere.
I don't know how presentable I am right now.
Lana was saying that Derp's under the weather or not feeling well himself. So she was.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with him. He did send me a little trailer of his new video that he's got coming out, which looks pretty interesting. Not entirely sure what it's about, but it's not a comedy video. It's something that seems to be pretty serious and near and dear to his heart. So I'll definitely eager to check that out. And I'm not sure. I don't know what he alluded to, something going on, but on his community post. Well, living minute to minute or something, so I don't know what he's exactly referring to, but hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, Donuts, we present Dickbag Patrol today in black and white. He'll be back in color soon. Sorry, just making a bad joke about you not feeling well.
Yeah, definitely some sort of ugly faded color today.
Tina, hey, Tina says she heard that you and Colin were the same person.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, buddy. You got a few minutes. We'll play this. Yeah, it's a 3-minute video. Let's get on with it and listen to it, hey?
Okay.
You up for it? All right. Here we go.
We'll
Chile
find
DeCastro.
out.
Another call. I'm sure that maybe we'll hear him talk. Have you already watched it by chance? DP?
I did, yeah. It was just very short.
Is there anything about plumbing in there?
Something about plumbing.
Okay.
Detention Center, Las Vegas, Nevada. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number.
Hello, world. My name is Chile DeCastro. I'm a journalist who's been wrongfully convicted and locked up in Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Recently, an update is that I have been moved. I've been moved from a minimum security barrack to a minimum medium security barrack, meaning that my free time where I can use the phone and walk around and socialize has been cut down from 8 hours to 6 hours. So there's less homeless people in here and more gangbangers. It's a full room. There's a full 75 men in this barracks. It's much louder. It's a much different crowd than where I just was. 100%. I could feel it the moment I walked.
It's interesting that he refers to it as a barracks. They're pods, is what they are, but I find that interesting that he refers to them as barracks.
Walked in. So that's my update. They had to close the minimum room because there was some sort of plumbing problem there. So they moved all of us out. They started with groups of 5 or 10. I was in that first group. So I moved from 5N to 2K. Now, if you address me, you write to Jose DeCastro, 1669561 is my inmate number, CCDC, Clark County Detention Center, P.O. Box 43059, South Tower 2K, Las Vegas, Nevada 89116. That's my new mailing address.
You got that, everybody?
I got 45 days left.
Send your cards and letters.
This was definitely a setback. Being locked to your bed for guaranteed 8 hours, 18 hours a day, locked to your bed for 18 hours a day is definitely a setback.
Locked
But
to his bed.
I have a lot of reading materials. Thank you guys for sending me letters. Please keep sending me letters. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys who have sent me an eye care gift package. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. For those of you who put money on my books and on my commissary, thank you. You guys don't know what it's like, and I hope you never do. And those of you who have written me that told me you know what it's like, I read your story. I'm sorry you have to go through the same thing I'm going through now. God bless you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.
The caller has hung.
Poor Chili.
Well, that was another gripping tale.
Yeah, another gripping tale. Oh, look at there. Look at there.
Oh, he said he was locked to his bed.
Activist fund, 20,000.
What?
Oh, I was just reading his GoFundMe.
Which one?
Yeah, this one. This one's got 20. The other's got 0. But I think that's old anyway. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting and completely dull at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Poor little Chili.
Yeah. I still can't get over the Kunta Kinte remark the other night.
Oh my
on his...
God. That was so disgusting.
I remember watching part of that phone call before we did the show, but I definitely didn't get, because it was boring as shit. He was just going through the same history lesson crap that he was doing before. So I didn't listen to the whole thing. So when he said that,
it took me out of my chair.
Yeah. Knocked me back for a second. What a rube.
What this is. I just came across something. Hold on there a minute. This might be interesting. I'm going to pull this up real quick. I just happened to pop up here on this and see this. Let me I find this. Let's see what it's all about.
Are just flat out obsessed with trying to put me and other Hells Angels in jail.
Let me make this clear one more time before I sit down. My hand was not in this, all right? My hand wasn't in this.
Notorious for their tough guy image, Hells Angels pride themselves on living outside the law. But what happens when that lawless life catches up to them? Let's explore the reactions of these hardened bikers upon receiving life sentences, probing into the clash between biker bravado and the brutal reality of spending the rest of your days behind bars. Welcome to the Berkshire County Superior Court for the arraignment of Adam Lee Hall, a Hells Angel member whose hands were stained with the blood of 3 souls. The courtroom was thick with tension as the gavel came down, sentencing Hall for the first-degree murder of David Glasser, Edward Frampton, and Robert Chadwell. He was also charged with 3 counts of witness intimidation and 3 counts of kidnapping.
Indictment 2011-139, County Road.
charging the defendant with murder.
Adam Lee Hall was not just any member of the notorious Hells Angels, he was a sergeant-at-arms, a position denoting his status as an enforcer within this outlaw motorcycle club. The event started with David Glasser, a man who found himself entangled in Hall's web of intimidation. Glasser was set to testify against Hall in an unrelated assault case, a move that put him in the crosshairs of the Hells Angel. Fearful for his life, Glasser was placed in protective custody, but this would not deter Hall from his mission to silence the witness.
Those records, an analysis of them, and the test drive together also corroborated that the defendant was at the scene of the burial on Monday morning.
In a plot that reads like a crime thriller, Hall, along with two associates, hatched a plan to ensure Glasser could never take the stand. Edward Frampton and Robert Chadwell, friends of Glasser, became unintended targets in Hall's scheme. The trio's disappearance would set off a chain of events that would unveil the depths of Hall's depravity and the lengths he would go to protect his freedom and the secrets of the Hells Angels.
There are going to be things that were said in this courtroom that I'm not going to be able to get out of my head. You understand? That image is stuck in my head for the rest of my life.
The officials said over a few years, Glasser was stalked, intimidated, beaten, abducted, and finally murdered and mutilated. His two friends were also abducted, stabbed, and decapitated simply because they had the misfortune of being there when Mr. Glasser was abducted. However, during the trial, Hall had an outburst during the prosecutor's statements where he blatantly denied key events.
Over there at the house on Sunday afternoon to meet me.
20 miles away at a barbecue.
The colleague will say no more during the remainder of the closing argument. You may proceed.
Adam Lee Hall, the Hells Angel enforcer, had orchestrated a crime that would shock even the most seasoned detectives. Hall's sentencing for the first-degree murder of these three men closed a chapter of brutality and fear, leaving an indelible mark on the community and the criminal justice system. With one suspect down, there were still two men left who needed to answer for their sins. Their sentences will be discussed later in the video.
Obviously, this is just one of three cases that we need to try.
Hall was sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences in prison without the possibility of parole. This sentence sealed the fate of a man who once wielded power through fear and intimidation. He seemed to take the sentence in stride, showing little emotion throughout the proceedings.
You upon your oath do say that the defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree. So say you all, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
This next Hells Angel is the president of the San Diego chapter, who addresses us directly from the prison cell, rambling about how he and his biker gang were being unfairly targeted by the feds. Once the boastful president of the San Diego chapter of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, Stephen Sanders' rule came to a sudden end when he was arrested on a long list of charges such as kidnapping, robbery, solicitation to commit murder, and assault with force, likely to cause great bodily injury, among others.
I'm in here for multiple cases. I'm in here for armed robbery with a gang enhancement. I'm in here for assaults. I'm in here for there's so many cases.
His tenure was marked by a series of incidents that would eventually lead law enforcement to his doorstep. Yet it was not the rumble of bikes that heralded the downfall of Stephen Sanders, but the whispers of witnesses and the evidence that began to mount against him. Accusations of kidnapping, violent assaults, and brazen robbery began to paint a picture of a man who not only led a notorious motorcycle club, but also orchestrated criminal endeavors with cold and calculated precision. It was an accusation that shocked even those accustomed to the club's hardened image.
They try to label us a gang. We deny that. We're incorporated as a corporation. We pay federal and state taxes in the United States, and we adamantly deny that we're a gang.
Sanders, once the embodiment of the Hells Angels' untouchable aura, found himself ensnared in a legal battle that threatened to dismantle everything he had built. Sanders, as the chapter's president, was implicated in a string of felonies that betrayed the violent undercurrents of his leadership. The charges against him were severe and numerous. He was convicted of kidnapping, where it was found that he had abducted 2 individuals for the benefit of his gang. But in no strange fashion, he denied everything.
Yeah, I was definitely targeted by the law enforcement agents. These law enforcement officers are just flat out obsessed with trying to put me and other Hells Angels in jail.
His rap sheet extended to assault with force, a conviction that stemmed from a violent attack on partygoers in Pacific Beach, revealing a propensity for brutality. Robbery was another transgression that added to his criminal portfolio. The most alarming of his convictions was for solicitation of murder. Prosecutors presented a chilling case where Sanders had attempted to orchestrate the killing of witnesses and investigators connected to his pending cases. This sinister plot, aimed at silencing those who stood against him, laid bare the lengths to which Sanders would go to protect his empire of crime.
The audio recordings were damaging to me, to my defense, and once they were manipulated and they had the conversations the way they wanted them, that's what convicted me.
Convicted of kidnapping, assault with force, robbery, and the harrowing solicitation of murder, his sentence of over 2 decades in prison marks the end of a tumultuous era. These convictions painted a stark picture of a man who once commanded respect and fear in equal measure within the motorcycle club, now reduced to a cautionary tale of unchecked criminal ambition. Sanders, who once rode with an air of invincibility, was brought to his knees by the DEA. The next case was a result of looming internal frictions in the Rhode Island chapter of the Hells Angels Club, with the leader, Joseph Lancia, infamously shooting a former Hells Angels member. At the heart,
You know, interesting. We've talked about it in the Chile case. Every one of those phone calls is recorded. And even when they try to talk in little code and stuff, they expose themselves. The reason this got my attention and the reason it popped up to me in the first place is yesterday I watched off the Vice channel. It was and one of those guys that was murdered and beheaded and cut into pieces was a bandito. And I watched the story that these guys that are on trial, and they actually had footage of a pretty gruesome attack that took place at a bike rally. And anyway, that's why I was watching it. I just had some interest because I didn't know that I hadn't seen the disposition of the case. I didn't know they got convicted. But I did watch the incident that took place that started all of it between the Banditos and the Hells Angels. They don't like each other very much. If this is boring you, though, we don't have to do it. I can go back to flat derp. I just wanted to see what the disposition of that guy was. He got 3 life sentences. Yay.
Yep.
I was going to say something to Yvonne. Don't let the toothless one get under your skin. It's okay. Just ignore him. I don't think he's here anymore, but even if he does, just let him carry on. The only time I like to time somebody out or block them if they get personal. If they start making personal insults or so on and so forth. Linda, even most of the time she'll message me offline if something, just to see. I like the idea that anybody's welcome to come and speak what they want, but as long as they don't get personal and now if they start getting personal, feel free, get somebody's attention, whatever. He probably did.
Just don't be a jackass.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just you can say what you want to say. Just don't throw out personal insults. Don't get racist. Don't be homophobic. Don't be all those things that you shouldn't be. And if you are, keep it to yourself. But I mean, just and a 5-minute timeout doesn't hurt. I don't have much problem with that, but I don't want to block anybody unless I think there's 2 people that we blocked since we started live streaming, and both of them it was because they got personal attacks down. Anyway, thanks for letting me watch that, guys. I wanted to see what the disposition was on that case. It popped up in my
Detention center.
whatever you call it, where it pops up, where stuff
Your
pops
feed?
up. Pops up my feed. There you go, my feed. In
Toaster?
case anybody is interested, let me. I'm gonna pull this up here. I don't want to play it here because I'll probably get copyright. But I'm going to pull it up on the screen so you can see it. If you get a chance to watch this, it is on YouTube. And it is titled Deadly Shootouts and Betrayals Inside the Banditos. And it actually has the guy that was just on trial where they had this gunfight and things escalated from there. And then, of course, then they put contracts out, or what, they don't call them contracts, whatever. They keep it all, under
a hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. They don't call it that, but because they don't ever want to use that kind of verbiage. But yeah, interesting. Motorcycle clubs are really, really interesting groups of people. Definitely violent, that's for sure. But anyway, if you get a chance to watch this, it's on Vice. It is on YouTube. They've got
To be fair, I think there's some that I don't think that's all of them, is it?
Pardon me?
Like, I don't think every motorcycle gang is
Oh no, there's
violent
no.
psychopaths.
Oh no, absolutely not. We have a Christian motorcycle club here, and there's a motorcycle club here that's made up of law enforcement officers, but the gang, the Hells Angels and the Banditos being the two. See, the Banditos started in Texas. Hells Angels were started in California. Now they're worldwide, of course, but when the Banditos started in Texas, the Hells Angels had no stake. They had not staked any claim to Texas, and that's how it got started. And that Gary, what's his name, one of them that got offed, he when he got back from Vietnam, he started the club himself. And of course, anytime you start a motorcycle club, the Hells Angels didn't like it, and they became enemies. There's another video out there where they crossed paths in Las Vegas in a casino and had a gunfight in a slot machine room of all places.
That's not something you see every day.
No, but it's there. I mean, you'll find the link to it if you go to that video, or Vice did a whole series on. I like that Vice channel. They did a whole series on that. So, but it's out there. Yeah, no, it's I mean, some of you may or may not know, and it really doesn't matter a whole lot, but I've been riding motorcycles my whole life, and I still ride, and I owned the bike shop for a while. We did custom Harleys, and
but what he's not telling you is his gang was called the Hail Marys, and they actually used to ride around in dresses.
In dresses, yeah, we were a drag motorcycle club.
I think is more frightening, I think, than leather vests. I think.
See, now if you look at my avatar, and that is me on one of my bikes, and that's that was my touring bike. That's the one I rode around the country. About 3,000 miles on it one summer. Anyway, I've been associated. Matter of fact, I had problems with the local chapter here when I had my bike shop. Anytime you have a shop that has Harley Davidson parts and so on and so forth, those clubs, they want, they come in, they demand discounts, and they want their parts cheap. And so I had my problems with it. If I'd have known some of that before I opened that shop up, I never would have opened it. But there was a lot of things I discovered but anyway, it was for my interest and love of motorcycles. And it's a lot more than that to those people, though. We have a local story. It's not in this county, but the neighboring county to the west of us. They actually have their clubhouse out there. And the story is, this goes back to, I don't know, I think mid 80s, something like that, that at their clubhouse, they wanted to build a swimming pool. And the local inspectors were giving them a hard time about the swimming pool and the permits and so on and so forth. Apparently, they started just putting the swimming pool in and found out that they have to get building permits, and they fought that. They thought they were just going to put a pool in, and so be it. But as we all know, there's so much red tape if you just want to build a shed in your backyard, for God's sakes. And one of the county inspectors disappeared, and I don't think it's ever been solved. So the rumor always had it that he's somewhere underneath that swimming pool. But I think that goes back to the old folklore of like Jimmy Hoffa or what is that, Brush Creek in Kansas City back in the 20s when they were pouring the concrete for it, and the concrete company was owned by one of the families. And there's always been that folklore that if they ever tore the concrete up that lines that creek as it goes through the Country Club Plaza, they'd probably find half of those people. But, yeah. Interesting. It's all folklore. Permits have become ridiculous.
Yeah, but never underestimate human depravity.
No. And Salacious is right. Permits have become ridiculous. And there's one thing that makes the icing on the cake is HOAs. You get the permits and then you got to deal with an HOA. That's why I hate living in an organized neighborhood. There's some funny YouTube videos out there too of HOA presidents and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of Karens in that community.
Yes. Anyway, well, DP, man, I hope you're feeling better, brother. I thought about you earlier, and I just wanted to leave you alone because I know that you've been trying to rest some.
Marginally
getting some rest.
Feeling marginally better, but not too great.
Well, hopefully that'll all get rectified.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully so.
All right. Well, I found out some things about YouTube and having membership only live streams. You got to go through some red tape permits, YouTube red tape.
HOA, their own. They have a HOA for YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube HOA.
Great.
Let's see who all's there. They live squirrels. Hey, what's going on? I didn't see you slide in. I haven't been over to the chat in a while. I've been on another browser. Oh, what's going on in the chat? Let's go back to I'm gonna hop back over to Derp because I want to is Alana still here or did she bail out?
Thanks, Eddie, and thanks, Yvonne. Yeah, it blows. I'm not sure when Derp's new video is coming out. But again, from what I gather, the subject matter is a little heavier than usual.
Yeah, that will be interesting because I've never seen him really put out anything that wasn't lighthearted stuff.
The Chile DeCastro ones are pretty funny too.
Which ones?
The Chile DeCastro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm looking through them here right now. Let me get a good look at this.
That's pretty brilliant.
Yeah, he really put a whole bunch of good ones out there. Bang, bang, bang. I wondered. Yeah, this one here. Yep.
There's two of those.
Yeah, here's one. Hold on. I'll pull it up. We'll watch it. That's one thing I do like. His videos are pretty short, so you can cramming them. Is that up? Yep, it's up. Okay, let's watch this.
Now, do you understand why I'm the way I am? You understand why I hate these pigs? You get it? So we're going to do, what a lot of people will call God's work, because everybody here knows what it's like when you get wrongfully arrested. If you guys can, I need 25 people with $20. 25 people with $20. That's what I'm looking for right now. I have not successfully raised another dollar. I have not successfully raised another dollar. And I need to raise $160 more. That's how much has to happen. It's a big burden on you. It's a heavy burden on you. It really is. You can forget it. I'm not playing your game. It's the same dog. Shoot. I lost my cool earlier and I screamed and cursed and said the F word.
Oh my.
Deary me.
Deary me. Okay, hold on here.
Old derp. Good old derp. I think there's another one up top, maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Jaws. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? Hey, piggy. 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 Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs is in the room. Jeff hates piggies. Jeff hates pigs. Ha ha! Come join our pig force. Come to Kentucky. And our pigs are fat. We're fat in Kentucky, boy. We got great big fat pigs. What is going on? What is going on? How's everybody doing? Did everybody... Chevy! Yeah! Chevy! What is up with the Playboy?
Now that's good stuff.
Alana, which one are you talking about? Said there's one with Irish Demon. I don't remember that. Rakita DeCastro, Chile DeCastro. Is it an older one? You recall that one, DP?
No.
Chilean Irish Demon. Let's see. Circle jerks. That's funny. Yeah, that's. Okay, I'll look for it.
Can't stop me. Nobody can stop me. Let me tell you, have a sandwich, mofo. Go eat yourself a sandwich. Eat a sandwich and then smear it all over your face, and then take your hand and smack yourself in the face. It's so good. It's so good.
You're going to the dungeon. Hey, douchebag, dunce cap. I'm by my pole. This is where I got permission to stand here. Come back here, large black man, once again in this area of town. What she's doing right now is 100% torture. It is extraordinarily painful. And she has a 250-pound man. And we're to believe that this is supposed to be right. We're to believe that. Sorry. I'm sorry. I live in the real world. I apologize.
So, you guys, listen, I'm going to bring Deborah in January. So, the very first week of January, Deborah.
Your license, please. Where are you headed today?
We're not the same. Just keep it real. Don't lie. I'm tired of the lies. I would recommend you follow my lead here. Anyway, I just thought I'd chime in on that.
You don't reach down. Why do you think we put these rubber bands on the package for you? This goes here, it's there. Hand goes up. Other hand comes up here. You reach up and slip it out of the rubber band. Don't be reaching. Don't reach.
You're tripping, dude.
And you know what happened? I get Roy in my room, and he immediately began to pat me down briskly as though giving me a terrible massage.
I make you do vital again. That's what this project is about. It's about showing you guys how different people, events, Supreme Courts, lynchings, the prison system, how they all line up and create a cultural context that you can kind of touch.
Shit, what you want? Now get off my lap. You sit there like a fucking retard. God damn it!
And sit there and take a shit.
Pure gold.
Yeah, that's hilarious. She said I noticed it by the thumbnail. Oh yeah. I gotta play this one.
You're dead to me, boy. You're more dead to me than your dead mother. I just thank the Lord she didn't live to see her son as a
Frauditor.
First Amendment audit. First Amendment audit. I'm fat.
Mention sound. Your next stop.
The factor zone.
With all the disturbing components of this story, one of the most disturbing is the danger is never the camera. It's only the people that the lens capture. And please remember that even in libraries, I'm a fat piece of shit. I'm fat. When I sit down, my fat, I don't want to bust any more buttons. I can't afford it, so I'm fat. I'll introduce you. It'll incite you. It'll incense you. Fuera. On the flat derp zone.
This is the sound that the slippery banana makes.
No,
All right.
that's a queef.
I'll have to I've got to get it on another browser to share it on the screen, so give me a second. Let me stop this minute here. Damn it. Ugh. All right, give me a second. Because I can't share on the same browser, so I have to open another one real quick. I have to go through the 2 email accounts to open up my brand account. There we go. All right, there we are. Give me a second to share it. There we go.
you were on my side, bro. I thought you came over to the channel. We were friends, Eaton. What's it like to be a fraud, Eaton Beaver? The guy's name is Eaton Beaver. What's it like to be a fraud, to come over and pretend like you're my friend on my channel? Eaton Beaver came over and tried to pretend like he was a buddy, like he was a friend. And then you come here and just say stupid shit. Like, what's it like to be a fake? I just don't know what that's like. I don't fake it ever. If I don't like you, I just go, I don't like you. I just don't ever fake it. So I just don't know what that's like. I hope you burn in hell. I hope you burn in hell, and I hope your kids get bone cancer. I think you're horrible. You're horrible people. You're just disgusting. There's no other way to see it.
I love Eaton Beaver. See what I did there? Did you see what I did there? I love Eaton Beaver. Eaton Beaver is awesome. I'm sorry, that's terrible. I hope my mom's not still watching. God damn. Lads and lassies, this is chili. Lord, the most disgusting chili on earth. Oh, that's vile, man. Oh, how the fuck? It tastes like somebody filled a condom with earwax, burned it, and then mixed it into water. That's what I'm tasting, just to describe that. Not that I've tasted that before, but it keeps coming back. I got the old Chicago's Revenge coming on here. Ugh.
12 seconds later.
Oh. Stop laughing, motherfucker.
Drop and give me 20, maggot.
Oh, Lord.
Pretty
Love
funny.
me some derp. Yeah. Love derp. Let's see what else I got in there. Let's see. Anyway, let's see if anybody's done anything. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet day, isn't it? Oh, let's see. Oh, no, that's an old one. Thought I found something. No. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
No, I got nothing. Believe
Just
me.
grumbling. Yeah, things pretty crazy out in your part of the world. They keep that LAPD stays busy, don't they? With all that crap going on.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I can't watch it.
I can only talk about my kind of personal experiences with them, which were mixed. Seems like their hands are tied in a lot of situations by the choice not to prosecute certain crimes and things like that. So some people have found ways to, stretch that to the maximum advantage.
Well, when you start that sanctuary city crap, then everything just goes downhill from there too.
I'm thinking of the shoplifting stuff.
Oh, it's
they
crazy.
Don't even prosecute you if it's less than $1,000. So people, you can just go around and rob less than $1,000 from multiple stores.
Yeah, I read an article. I think I told you about this a week or so ago that, Target closed 9 stores in the Bay Area.
Yep.
Shut them
All the
down.
99-cent stores have closed up. That's pretty bad when a 99-cent store closes up. A lot of stuff closing, man. It's not good.
No. Yeah, that Rakita law thing is going to be interesting to watch. I'm real curious because Minnesota is not exactly known for their punishment, I don't think. And what cracks me up is how they talk about they want to, lighten the sentences for non-violent. Look, anytime drugs are involved, there's going to be violence involved somewhere down the line.
Well, they had a buffet of charges against them.
Oh my God!
Loaded weapons laying around, the children made it 100 times worse.
You know, watching that arraignment too, she looked really pale in the face.
Well, those are people that clearly just are living in doodah land, you know what I mean? Just doing whatever they please, thinking there's, you know, very irresponsibly, it seemed like, you know, and they got caught, and now daylight's shining in on them on their constant party, you know. It interrupted it rather harshly. So that's what you're seeing there, I think. And it could be withdrawals off of stuff too, who knows?
Oh no, that was my point. I'm sure the withdrawals are setting in, you know, and they're going to be drug tested. So
withdrawals in reality is a pretty good wake up call.
Yeah, you would think. Well, that's like I was saying. If I was to give any advice, it would be to immediately get into some type of a rehab program and counseling and so on and so forth. Not only does it look good to the court, it's something you're going to, you know, very few people successfully kick that shit on their own. Not when you're in that deep. I mean, it wasn't just coke either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the part that crosses the line is dragging the kids into it. You know what I mean? I mean, if people want to do coke and shit on their own in their hot tub, you know, oh well, I guess. I mean, it's a stupid fucking drug. I don't know why anybody would take it. Well, I mean, I know why they take it. It makes you feel good, I guess. I did it one time, like sometime in the 90s, and I just was like amped up and kind of sweating, and I didn't really enjoy it at all. So and it's expensive as fuck. I don't know, man.
Wish I could find. I'm trying to look for it.
But you know, like I said,
I can't
it's the
remember
kid part of it that's troubling. You know, kids don't have any choice. They don't, you know, they don't have any say in the matter.
That's right. I generally look at people that sometimes have pets that have no business having pets, and I think to myself, how in the hell can someone like that have children? If you can't, they don't have a choice. You really can. You can look at it, the way people treat their pets, and
yeah,
you get a pretty clear picture of what they would do with children. People
suck, and they're getting worse. I mean, I can't go 5 minutes in any direction from my house without seeing something that's just like makes me shake my head. Like, what the fuck? I mean, people blatantly running red lights, you know what I mean? People just tailing other people on the road dangerously. The people, I don't know if you guys have them where you live, but people that zip in and out like they're playing some kind of video game between everybody on, you know, on the freeway, and we get it on the smaller side streets here too. It's, you know, people just think they're the social media stuff, you know, has everybody convinced that they're like the star of their own movie and they're the most important fucking person in the world. So that exacerbates all that kind of just sort of, it's just selfish behavior, you know, really.
Check this out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring everybody down.
No, you're good. Check this out, though.
Should have told them this one.
All right.
Let's see.
And we're live.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
God.
Oh, is that?
Hello, everybody.
It says
Don't have the
0 viewers.
notification yet.
Right, because
I don't have it
we
yet.
screwed up the first one,
Oh,
and
no.
now we're on
No,
this
there's
one.
a person there.
And now there's people.
It's me. Good,
We are here
with Vito.
Wow.
His lovely
His wife, Dick Masterson.
I know. I've got a compliment for Nick here. Phantom X says, "Whoa, Nick looking buff. Is it the angle or has he been hitting the gym?"
I have actually been hitting the gym.
Twice.
And Jim is tired of getting hit.
Jim is probably.
This is embarrassing.
Pinks everywhere. I guess we're swinging tonight. Maybe. I've put it on the table. They've rejected me.
Look, guys, here's the deal. There's no swinging tonight unless Nick and I get drunk enough and we decide our lips look too tasty.
It's just them.
Aaron's
We're
butthole
going to
is
watch.
mine.
You notice we ladies are on the inside. It's to keep these boys off
The
each other.
sexual
They're
tension.
They can't help themselves.
We pretend that the heads of our penises are magnets with the same charge, and we just go.
Guys, I lost my voice, and you know how.
It gets very uncomfortable.
Okay. No driving and drinking.
Like
Good
now.
advice. I don't know what the lawyer would say about that, but I think it's fine.
I believe Nick's official advice on drinking and driving is meh.
Aristocock
You
says,
didn't drink and drive until you're
wait.
convicted.
You didn't, what did you name this stream? Because
Steel Toe members only
Okay.
hot tub stream with special guests.
it wasn't correct. Aristocock says hashtag swing stream. That's fine.
Oh, this is hashtag swing stream. I'm sorry.
There's not a swing in this hot tub.
You can't fit one in here. What do we got in here? Minnesota Gold. Good choice.
Minnesota Gold.
Oh, and then Aristocock also with hashtag cream stream. I'm also a fan of that.
Cream stream.
Ew. Aaron.
No, he likes
Wait.
hot.
I thought he was talking about
Shouldn't
the
this be on
band.
OnlyFans or something?
I have a compliment for Aaron.
Yeah, and this is the video I was telling you about. I couldn't believe. I mean, arrogant.
Well, I
prick.
mean, yeah, I mean, as it is, they're a bunch of douchebags in a jacuzzi. But and if that's their lifestyle, great. I could care less. But the fact that they're so irresponsible with their children, you know, you could do this type of thing probably, but just, I mean, hire a babysitter, right, or something.
Yeah,
Take
I mean,
kids
I have
somewhere
no idea.
else.
Yeah, I
Maybe
have
not
no
leave handgun or assault rifles, not handgun, assault rifles laying around loaded. You know, didn't they say there were drugs in one of the kids' rooms?
They found a snort tube in one of the kids' rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so I this is just stupid content, but the fact that the kids are being neglected off screen makes it fucking horrible.
That down the rabbit hole, that girl at some point yesterday or the day before, whenever I was watching her stream, you know, she was like kind of exposing how much money he makes on YouTube. It's apparently, and one of the lawyers made a crack joke a while ago during that when we were streaming the arraignment, made a crack joke. Oh, you got nothing but time on your hands. You know, you haven't had a case in forever, you know, kind of making reference to the fact that maybe this kind of shit has been all they've been doing instead of him taking care of his law practice.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
that's what
yeah.
happens when you get hyped up on coke and you just start falling into that party lifestyle.
And you got endless amounts of money coming in from YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, I don't, what's it say? This channel has 8.55 subscribers, but his other channels, like,
But I don't get it. Is
thousands.
this a support channel of theirs, or is this person just clipping?
Yeah,
I don't know what they're.
It just happened. I just happened to stumble across it. Something.
So what's the guy's deal? He goes on YouTube and what's his channel about? He's just
Well, it's it's called Rakita Law. He's one of those law tubers that got popular back during the Johnny Depp trial. Him and maybe a handful of lawyers got together and created this group called YouTubers, and they had a big falling out too, because like Rakita, he would do his live streams and drink on the live stream, and there's another guy, Uncivil Law. He'd get drunk and he'd say something really stupid, and then he was accused. Somebody accused him of being handsy with a female, and he went through all that. And it's just a bunch of idiot lawyers with too much money, I guess, not enough sense. You know?
Yeah, it sounds like they kind of hit the lotto with YouTube and then decided to live out their little
Yeah, it's going to be
fantasy
interesting to
lifestyle
see
here, and then the kids got caught in the crossfire.
Don't they
It
always?
sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
parents. You got parents like that.
Start to lose perspective. Start huffing your own farts.
For a change. Great Idol says Aaron looks normal. You definitely need to ditch your camera. Apparently, the Rakitas have all the good cameras. We're going
This
to
is my
steal them all.
phone.
It is your phone. This is a telephone.
I hang out with a rich guy one time, and everyone thinks my shit is his shit.
Who finds this
I
entertaining?
never wanted
Is
to
my
go home
question.
either
Like,
when
what's
I
the
used to
audience
party.
for-
Says SA. We've been partying all
You're
day.
the rich guy.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Let's see.
You are the rich guy.
I think I
I
just
am?
touched your foot. Sorry.
They're touching.
Don't you dare
Not us.
apologize.
It's these
I'll look
two.
into your eyes next
Hey.
time.
You
My
bite
foot
your
was
lip
not
and you give her
touched,
hell.
so I think for a certain.
Yeah, I don't see how many
we could
people.
get a
271 likes, so there could.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
by
whoa.
the end. Nice.
Now they don't know on
Well,
your
but this is
channel.
just a clip of it. But
I'm not trying to get
Um,
right-wing
Yeah,
trad
it's-
fella here in any kind of trouble.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hold on. Glass
Here.
says
Can
take
I
out
come
the
to the
milkers. How do you feel about
Yeah, this is
yeah,
an
I
actual
don't really
channel.
find this entertaining in the slightest.
No, but I just wanted to play it to put perspective
Yeah,
to what
yeah.
we watched a while ago. I don't
No, yeah, I got you. I understand.
trust me.
that.
I'm not going to subscribe and force it down everybody's throat. But I think it
understand that.
puts a
Yeah, I
little
think we got the
perspective.
idea.
The one I watched the other night, he looked a lot rougher than that. This one looks like it might be a little bit older. It says 3 months ago. Well, 3 months ago, that shows you how quickly the drugs can take you down.
Yep. Yeah, that was lame even for by middle-aged white people standards. Just goofy.
Yeah. He Rakita and I are goofing so hard right now. That was a year ago. Yeah, those mugshots tell it all. Just how strung out they were. But this hot tub thing, I think the first time I saw it last year sometime, and I think it was called two guys in a hot tub or something, and they started out doing it that way, and then it got to bringing the wives in, and yeah, it's sick.
Fascinating.
So it looks like just going through these videos, let's see, I'll give you an idea how many subs he's got. Yeah, that clip came from somebody called Alyssa, her channel, whoever that is. Maybe she's the other gal in there. I think that other gal's name was April. So I don't know. Don't watch enough of it to know the particulars, and don't care to. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, he has like 250,000 or better subscribers. I don't know if that matters or not. Maybe it does. I think he's got more than one channel too. Yeah, he's got 448K. So he's got almost 500,000 subscribers on Rakita Law. And he's got several other channels. And plus he has listed, he's on every social media platform there is. He's got, he has listed all the big ones, you know, Twitter and all that crap or whatever. It's not called Twitter anymore. But let me see here. What's up? Yeah, he's got 7 links. It's Twitter, Twitch, Odyssey, Teespring, whatever that is, Minds,
T-shirts,
Instagram, Facebook. I mean, he's all over the place. He's got 1,909 videos.
Not anymore. He's not.
And he's got
So wait, they released him on
50,000
until the trial, so he's going to be making more videos,
Yeah, I don't
probably, and
know.
stuff.
Yeah, I
in the
don't know.
meantime, or I wonder.
I guess
if maybe
I
it'll
guess
be-
if YouTube is your source of income. I don't know. Sounds to me like they got this safe and took all his money.
well, he's a lawyer, so he's probably smarter. Well, who knows? Maybe like Chile can't help but incriminate himself, but this guy, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if these videos start this. Of course, they're all over the place. Once you link onto one, I mean, when I just clicked on that one, 10 or 12 other videos came up that were associated with hot tubs, and he's got 123,348,000 views since 2011. That's when he joined.
I guess that's a
YouTube.
lot.
That's quite a bit. 123 million. I did put it in perspective before I did the live stream today. I looked to see how much I'd grown since this time last year, and I have 1,900,000. I'm just short of 2 million views. And it went fast because I just reached 1 million views not long ago, and it seemed to accelerate after that. I don't know if that's an algorithm thing or what, but and I think a lot of it had to do with Chile too. Those Chile videos always did. I mean, I've got a couple Chile videos that have 250,000 views. And that's unheard of on my page, on my channel. That's crazy.
It's crazy, I tells you.
Yeah, it's crazy for sure. For sure.
Totally.
Yes, Linda, it's still up, and so are some of the other channels too. That I think he's spread throughout YouTube so much he couldn't make it disappear. There was some gifted memberships earlier in here. If you have it turned on, you might get one. Somebody gifted some earlier, and I didn't see where they went away. I don't know how all that works. I'm still trying to figure crap out.
You've had a whole year, buddy.
No, I know, but that stuff has never meant much to me. The gifted membership thing is just, it wasn't relative to my channel. I mean, that's something that just started.
New territory. I got you.
Yeah. Let me look and see. Who was that just said that? I got to go to my other browser. Okay, it's Leland Squirrels. Let me get to my other browser here and click on you and see what. See if it lets me do anything. Hope it will or not.
God damn it.
Community part of the moderation activity types information. Yeah, I don't even know how it works. I really don't. So if I could give it, I would. I just don't know how that is. I guess I could.
Well, there's your homework.
Yeah, I'll look into it. That stuff confuses me sometimes between Google and YouTube, and because that's a Google thing, and you have to have your Google account open to turn it on, I think is what it said. And what complicates it for me, as you see, it's Frauder Ram, but then it's Frauder Ram Cam, and they're both one of them's a brand account under my other account, and that's where it gets confusing, because my main account is everything Google has to go through that account, but then the brand account is a YouTube thing. So it gets confusing. It's probably a lot easier.
12 years old.
So Leland says settings are on. And I know I'm pretty sure it's automatic from there, from what I read from YouTube.
Yeah. You got any kid that's like 12 years old in your neighborhood? Just ask them. They could probably figure it out in 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. No kidding. Yep. I've got a guy. He's offered to come by. I probably ought to have him come by and do a few things for me. This guy puts my computers together for me. He's got a little bit of knowledge in that stuff. Yeah, Leland Squirrel, I was backing up looking at something I see. You said stop the painkillers in 2012. I went through the same thing. It's 2010. I went on the Suboxone program. And I talk about it openly because it was all prescribed to me from quack-ass doctors, pill mill doctors. I actually had one doctor that took cash in his office. Yeah, that's when those Florida pill mills were a big thing. They were doctors that were money hungry were hooked up with those pill mills and had a little side business going. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything here that tells me anything about gifted membership. So I just don't know how I'm on my other browser. That's just like when I'm on Dick Bag Patrol's channel and I'm on the panel, I'm literally no different than just somebody that comes in. I'm not a member. I'm not a wrench. I have nothing because when he sends the link to me and I link to it, I go on one of my accounts that's not linked to my premium, my YouTube premium, or any of my memberships. So I think thing is just buy memberships on that account. That's what I'm going to try next.
Thank you. I'm sure everybody found that fascinating without actually being interesting.
That's not. I'm just mumbling to myself as I'm reading through this YouTube or Google YouTube membership thing. It still doesn't make any sense to me. It says that they pick who gets it. And it also says that they choose. It says here that they choose, they give it out to those that are more active on a channel chat. Then they do it that way. So they start with the ones that spend more time on the channel. Latest vid. What's your latest video, Leland? Yeah, Vince, I'm seeing that. You don't have any control over it. Yeah, it says right here that they generally choose to give the memberships away to those that are more active on a channel first. Yeah, when my channel got deleted back in December the 26th, and I didn't get it back up till the third week of January, I found out that YouTube and Google, it gets a bit confusing. And I should get a ribbon for putting my channel back together one video at a time. At that time, I had 176 videos that I had to manually put back together or repost them. All right.
We salute your efforts.
Yep, it's 7 o'clock. I'm glad you had enough energy to come up and spend some time, DP.
Yes, I'm gonna go collapse now.
Yes, I think you should go get some
Put
rest.
myself up and put myself in my storage box until next time.
And everybody have a safe holiday weekend. And thank you to all of those that served in the military. A big weekend for that.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Memorial Day.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be interested to see some of the channels. Check them out in the next day or so and see if anybody's doing anything like MSG or anybody. I doubt he is, but I bet Stone Bet does something.
Thanks, Draco. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate that.
Bandit 2804. I think you passed out 5 memberships early on this evening when we started. Thank you for that. Mo, Eddie, Vince,
hey Mo,
Sue Bear. Thank you for being here. And
hi,
of course,
Mom.
Yeah, mom's great. Mom's been here all night or all day or whatever it is. I haven't looked outside. Is it dark yet? No, it's not. Oh, yeah, we got some storms. And Alana, thank you.
When it gets dark out, Ram goes out on his porch, pantsless, and sits on his bench with his shotgun across his lap.
I think I'll be watching
A lot of people don't know that.
storm clouds tonight, I believe, because it looks like we might have a pretty crazy night. Donuts, thank you. Appreciate it. We'll be back around Tuesday night, and unless something comes up that Dick Bag wants to go live, if something really interesting happens in something. Otherwise, we'll be mute until then. And I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody coming by. I really didn't expect more than a couple of handfuls of people, and actually there was a pretty good little crowd in here earlier. So thank you so much. I think if I remember right, I was kind of surprised that a couple of the channels that were in here earlier I'd never heard of, but because of their names, I got the impression that maybe there was some sarcasm, and it might be where'd they go. Let me see if I can pull it back up here.
Sarcasm on the internet.
Yeah. I think somebody was. I think there was a couple of people sneaking around. Yeah, it won't let me go all the way back up there. I can't remember what they were. I'll have to wait till the stream's over with and I can go back and look. But yeah, from the title of their channel, I think they were being smartasses.
I see.
So one of those deals. All right.
Well, we can't have that.
Can't have that.
YouTube.
On YouTube. All right, everybody. Have a good, safe weekend. We'll be back Tuesday night. Thanks for hanging out. And
Thanks for having me.
No, you're the man. And until the next time, I'll be gone. How about you, DP?
Yeah.
How about a good luck, motherfucker?
Yeah, I was trying to think of something clever to say and absolutely blank. Zip. Zilch.
Good luck, motherfuckers.
Good luck, motherfuckers.
Thank you, Linda. I always appreciate you. You're the best. Good night, all.